Alright, today we're going to change a door speaker in a 2012 Chevy Malibu LT. Down in here, you see a little rubber cover. Don't worry about breaking it because it's flexible. The best tool for that is a little hook screwdriver here. And you want to reach in here behind the handle, pull that off. There's a 10mm bolt back there. Down in here, you want to use a 22 star driver. Pull these two out. Set those right on the floor. Grab our 10mm. Set that down. Top here, and take this handy dandy tool. Just gonna pop that off, but don't pull too hard because you'll break it. You just want to pop it off. Over here on the side, we have these two little clips here that need to be pulled out. Sadly, I don't have the correct tool, so I'm using handy dandy all-purpose screwdriver. Oop, trying not to scratch it. There we go. Set those down there. Alright. Now that all that's done, we pull this back a little bit, get ourselves a screwdriver back in here. Trying not to scratch anything. There's clips you have to go around and pop off all the way around. Okay, now we're going to pull this out. This will come right out. My hands are cold, so I'm having issues here. Okay, I'm going to set that down. Alright, back in here, instead of pulling there's plastic clips back in here, instead of pulling those out and taking a chance on breaking anything or whatever, we're going to just unscrew with the 22 star driver. We're going to take it off from the inside of the door. That just saves a bunch of headache. Alright, now here's the tricky part. Once you get to this part, you don't want to have yourself a long nose plier and your screwdriver handy. I'll put that in my back pocket. This will lift out. If you look back here, see that our door handle is still connected here. What you're going to want to do is there's a clip down here. Turn this just right so you can get to it. Right here, and on the other side, there's that clip. Of course, this is being a pain. Doesn't really turn. Of course, it's going to be a pain when I'm trying to make a video. There we go. Pull that out. Pull that up, pull that out. It's that simple. Right here, I'm just going to push down on these, just pull that out, and Bob's your uncle, it's out. There's the door handle, or the door panel. Set that. Okay, here's where you need your 7mm socket. Take this speaker out. Gonna get behind this, just give it a little bit of a talking to with a screwdriver. There's a clip that holds that in place. Just pull that out. All right, down here, there's a little gray clip. When you're changing the speaker, the new speakers usually don't come with these, so you're gonna want to try to get that out without hurting it too much. There we go. We'll come back here. Grab our new one. Oh, you know what? I thought it was back here. It's back here. I got these off of Amazon. They were, got two of them. I think they were $65 for the two of them. So it's going to be something to keep. And if you're having door speaker issues in your Malibu, the door speakers are well known to go bad. You know, and that's where your door chime comes out of and everything. So if you're wondering why you don't have a door chime, that'd be why. Okay, this just, there's a little groove here. This just goes right in there, and you just push the speaker up. It's going to want to give you a little bit of attention. Don't be afraid to push on it a little bit. Get that clip in there. 11mm socket again. That's in. Now we just need to put the door panel back on. It helps to have two people when you're doing this, but my wonderful wife is freezing her butt off holding the camera here. And she normally helps me do this kind of stuff. But where I start is making sure these wires are through the hole. And on the driver's side, there's 3 of these that you need to make sure that go through this hole, or you'll regret it later. Alright, we put this back in place, give it a little tug, right back into place, just like that. Alright, this here, plug it in. Push that lever back over and you're done. Got my wire. I'm going to lift this up right over the lock. Hop in first. Throw a little trim piece back in. And then, you know, very important that you feel around. You know, I'll see guys on YouTube and they'll be immediately just going bang, 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 bang. Well, you're going to want to feel around first. And just make sure that everything's in where it's supposed to be. You know, give it a little jiggle. Make sure it's in the holes where it should be. And then go around and bang, 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 bang. I'm going to put our 2 plastic clips back in. What this is these have these little nubbins that go in there. Just pull those out. Bam. And then we'll put those in the holes. That one. And that one. And then we're going to put these back in. It's that simple. It's real quick. Got 22 star driver. I'm gonna put this back together. You don't need to make these super duper tight. You just put them in and snug them up a little bit. You don't want to be sitting there on the screwdriver. You will regret it later. Put clip back in. Oh, right here, there's a little black plastic clip that goes down underneath this little white piece here. Okay, so you just slide that right in. Yeah, hey, you just slide that right in. There we go. You might have to mess with it a little bit to get it down in there right, because, you know, until that seat's right up here, it's gonna be a lot of pressure coming up here, and you want to make sure it sets down nice and even before you put the screws back in. Alright, this rubber piece just goes right back down in there, and you just give it a little push on both sides and you're done. Alright, tell them a little bit of your socket. A little extension, 10mm socket. And you should always make sure you start stuff by hand and then put the wrench on it. A socket wrench or whatever you're doing, whatever you're using, you should try and start it by hand so you don't take a chance on stripping the threads. And when you get to the end, don't grab a hold of the socket wrench like this. Just come up here and just snug it up. That's all you have to do. Pull the handle back, push this back in place. Bob's your uncle, you are done. I hope you enjoyed our little talk here on how to change door speaker in a 2012 Chevy Malibu LT. If you liked the video, please subscribe and press that like button. Thanks.